Yeah, the word Marah, it's used about 45 times in the Old Testament. 5 times it's for the Bitter Springs, just east of here in current day El Sharaf. But the other 40 times it refers to disobedience and rebellion. And the Bible's quite explicit that that started on the other side of the Red Sea when they were in doubt. And that's where they made those words. Why couldn't we stay in Egypt? Why did you send us here to die? So they had to be tested again. After 2 years, no one made it into the promised land.
So this word Marah, found in the Old Testament, is very important. A rebellious, contentious spirit that leads you to disobedience makes it so you can't or you don't enter the promised land. In the New Testament, Paul talks about this, and we see his words in Hebrews chapter 3 and 4. There's a word that's only used 8 times in the New Testament. It's apostasis or apistia. It's unbelief, or it's lack of faith. You're not doing what you're told to do. And I find it quite fascinating that the example that Paul uses is keeping the seventh-day Sabbath. And yet most of the Christian world tells the Sabbath keepers that they're not entering into God's rest. I don't get it. But this is something that you have to read and study for yourself.
Yeah, so here's the pass. And my GPS is reading elevation of 3,500 feet. Marah sits at 2424. So that's about a 1,000-foot drop. And they got to do that. Over 7 miles. Man, no water.
So there that crowd was before the bitter waters of Marah, dirty and impure, and immediately they went back to the same state of faith that they had on the opposing side of the Red Sea 2 days earlier. Their grace and love that they saw from God did not motivate them unto good works. No, there was another power at work, the spirit of rebellion, the spirit of disobedience, which in Hebrew is Marah. Paul spoke of this in Hebrews 12:15 when he gave the advice, see to it that no one fails to obtain the grace of God, that no root of bitterness springs up and causes trouble, and by it many have become defiled. And so it was that day at Marah.